All right, welcome back to the show. This is Tuesday's show where we're going to talk about tournament results. A couple of things happened over the weekend. In fact, a few things.
Yeah.
In fact, one might say several things.
Yeah, there were a lot of events this weekend, even a lot of them that people probably still haven't even heard about, but I'll get to that in a little bit once we get to the end of all these results. But
Alrighty, what do you want to start with?
Let's start with Stunfest. Obviously, that was the Capcom premiere event. A lot of people there.
Yeah.
Really big event, and actually a lot of really cool stuff going on there. Hang on a second, I'm just trying to set this up to go over there. There we go. All right. So Stunfest happened here. This was a Capcom Pro Tour premiere event. So a lot of players traveled over here.
In France.
Yeah, in France. Now, there were a lot of players who actually didn't. They went to some of the other events that were going on this weekend, but this was a pretty big one. There was a lot of games there, you know, a lot of the usual suspects there. But let's get into the Street Fighter V here, because that was obviously the main focus here.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I watched a lot. I tried to watch the top 8.
Okay.
I will be perfectly honest, it was at 9 a.m. in the morning. So I woke myself at 9 a.m. and it started, and I just passed right out again and woke up and then passed out and just like saw bits and pieces here and there. I did see a lot earlier in the weekend, like a lot of the semis and stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, so I did get to watch a lot of that. It looked like it was really cool. There's a lot of nice production value. I did go back and watch some of the top 8 a little bit. So, but the results that we have here, I mean, just to give you guys an idea of this, is that, like, for example, in 13th place we had like players like Phenom and Itabashi and Luffy, right, in 13th place. I mean, that's the caliber of competition that was here. In 9th place we had Dogura, Salty Kid, John Takeuchi, and Fudo in 9th place. But just for the top 8, yeah, I actually did watch a lot of fighting games this weekend. I won't even say Street Fighter V.
Cool.
So 7th place is Fudo Haitani, you know, Fudo Haitani, using mostly Akuma. And 7th place also Gachikun with Rashid. 5th place was UIUNL, Cammy, fresh off of a ranking event win. And Fnatic Akainu with Guile. He was the only European player that made top 8, European or American player. He was the only non-Eastern player that made it in the top 8. 4th place was CYG BST Daigo Umahara with Guile. 3rd place, Oil King, UIU Oil King with Rashid. 2nd place, PG Infiltration with Manat. And 1st place, Fudo Fujimura, formerly Yukadon, with Ibuki. Coming from loser's bracket. In fact, he started in loser's bracket. And
He started top 8 in losers bracket?
I think so, and I don't think he lost a single game.
Wow.
Which means, yes, he 6-0'd Infiltration in losers finals.
That's the only match of this that I saw, because I went back this morning and was going to watch it on YouTube, but the way that Capcom Fighters had its YouTube structured, the first video that I clicked on was the grand finals.
Oh, you went back.
Then I was just like, well, all right. I know what happens, I guess.
Right.
So then I watched it, and yeah, it was a drubbing. It was a blow-up. Like, I think Infiltration took 3-4 rounds the whole time. Like, it was a blow-up.
And it's funny because of the way Fujimura played, now all of a sudden you got all these people talking about, God, Ibuki is so good. I mean, it's the standard fighting game reaction here, but honestly, I personally didn't really think she ever fell that far out. I thought she was maybe number 6, number 7. And a lot of the credit, honestly, does go to Fujimura.
Of course.
I mean, he is just a fantastic player, right? He's pretty much one of the best.
Oh, there's no doubt. In fact, I feel like if you talk about who are the most successful Street Fighter V players, Yukadon / Fujimura is probably top 5. Because, you know, this is somebody who got very far at EVO, somebody who has won multiple premieres, somebody who makes top 8s consistently, yet another premiere win. He's done it with 2 different characters. I really feel like he's probably among the most successful.
Yeah, he won 2 premieres in a row last
consecutively.
year. Yeah, and so, yeah, really, really strong player. But let me see. I think, this one had 1 Akuma in there. Because a lot of people have been talking about Akuma as being one of the best characters in the game. And I hadn't really been believing it. But I think it was that BAM, actually, that had like 3 Akumas in top 8. So we'll get to that in just a little bit. But, Fujimura, super dominant. Infiltration, obviously, really, really good, strong player here. What I'm surprised right here, I'm looking through the list here, not even in top 13, not even in the top 16 was RB. And he actually sent NL to losers with Zeku.
Right.
So he's actually been playing Zeku recently.
That makes sense. It seems like an RB thing to do.
Yeah, he was actually putting Zeku kind of on the map a little bit, and his Zeku was actually really fun to watch. Towards the end, he was switching to Abigail. I think it was. No, was it Abigail or? I forgot. He was switching away from Zeku a little bit, but he was playing Zeku and doing well with him. So
okay.
And you know, Sanford just won an NLBC with Zeku as well. So you know, he's still not a top character or anything like that. But you know, he's definitely in there. And I'll tell you one thing, he's a lot of fun to watch now.
He is fun, yeah.
Because just like RB had one round ending combo that was just like transform. It was cool to see. So
yeah, he's basically what I wanted Vega to be when Vega came out. Constantly switching.
Exactly.
Anyway, I see there's no Americans in top 16.
Nope. No, not at all.
All right, then we move on.
Dragon Ball Fighters. 7th place was NY Chris G with Bardock, Trunks, and Vegeta. And 7th place was also Echo Fox Momochi. So Momochi was there. He wasn't anywhere in top 16.
Yeah.
With A Gohan, Bardock, and Goku. 5th place was Echo Fox Punk with 2 teams of Cell, Trunks, and Vegeta or Goku Black, as well as Ponosmoke with Kid Buu, Cell, Trunks. 4th place DGP Kazunoko with Kid Buu, Adult Gohan, and Yamcha. 3rd place DNG Tachikawa with Kid Buu, Gotenks, and Vegeta. I'm just going to skip Vegeta from this point on. 2nd place CAG Dogura with Kid Buu, Cell. And 1st place CAG Goichi with Bardock, Cell.
Well, I don't think there's a lot of surprise in how these results turned out.
Yeah.
Goichi is definitely the best player.
But there was actually a reset in Grand Finals.
Yeah, I mean...
So Dogura sent him to losers.
Yeah.
Which means that is the 2nd set that Goichi has ever lost in a Dragon Ball Fighters tournament. The first being at final round, who he also lost to Dogura.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dogura's the only guy who's beaten him.
Yeah. So literally, he has only lost 2 sets in his whole entire career so far, both of them to Dogura.
Yeah.
And that's probably because they play each other a lot.
Probably.
Right, so just stuff happens, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's super strong. Punk actually made top 8 winners. I watched a little bit of this. I had a little bit of free time, so that was cool. But yeah, it was a smoking. And it's interesting to see how they use Vegeta. It is a little bit different. It's not quite as it's not just to like maintain regular forward pressure now. It's more about trying to catch the opponent moving forward, like the other.
Right, yeah.
People are already using it in that way.
Catching the vanishes, or baiting people into attacking you, and then all of a sudden they run into Vegeta fireballs, or of course combo extensions.
Yeah,
right.
And people were already doing these things, but you don't see that much of just like the Adult Gohan does legs, and then you call Vegeta for even more pressure because there's stuff the opponent can do now. Right. So, but it still seems strong for sure.
It's interesting because I know Goichi had talked about changing up his team, and now he has Bardock on there. Yeah. So definitely, I mean, I thought he was gonna. I had heard that he might have wanted to switch out like Vegeta. Oh no, it was Adult Gohan because he was worried about the block string nerf. On there, and now he's using Bardock here, who has obviously. Proven himself to be one of the strongest characters in the game now.
Yeah, Bardock is super good.
Yeah.
There was a rumor that he would pick up Yamcha for the assist, but you know.
That's what it was. So he was thinking about using Yamcha maybe instead of Vegeta for the assist, but that would be such a mistake. I mean, he probably tried Yamcha for a little bit and was like, and then just went back to Vegeta. So.
All right.
Tekken 7, 3rd place Atlas Bear Punko with Akuma and Geese. 2nd place Genius with Paul. 1st place Goonie with Geese, Bob, Noctis. Most of the players for Tekken probably were in Australia because that was a Masters event. Windjammers was there, won by Pyrotech from Italy.
No, I think that means the dudes he uses.
You're right. Eliezer in 3rd place with Germany. 2nd place Keikun with Japan and UK. And 1st place Pyrotech with Italy and UK.
There you go.
I didn't even think about that, but you were right. You were right. Smash Brothers, 1st place ELS Ogi with Captain Falcon. There was a Super Turbo Team tournament over there, and the first place team was Last Attack with Spirit Mad, with Vega, Sol Invictus with DJ, and Zaggy with Chun-Li.
Okay.
And in the singles tournament, Zaggy Chun-Li took first place.
Wow, but second place was a Fei Long and third place was a Blanca.
Ooh, okay.
Crazy.
Good stuff.
First Attack Piho and Banshee Bot.
First Attack Piho. So is that he's either sponsored by me or Mono or neither of us?
Or neither. I don't know.
Guess I need to find a better name for my series here. Street Fighter Third Strike, Coco Tyox was the team that won with Coxis with Makoto, Otana with Urien, and Ultra Yax with Yun. And why is the second place team called Where is Chris G?
That's funny.
Was he supposed to play on their team and he didn't show up? But that has Storm Kubo with Sean and MOV with Chun-Li on there.
Wow, so. MOV Chun couldn't get the job done by himself, huh?
I know,
And then third place, these guys, Kupo, Makoto, well, I don't know. Billy Kane, Yun, and Mimosa Ken. When I studied abroad in France in 2004, Billy Kane was the guy I wanted to play against because he was the best known French player. But for whatever reason, it didn't work out, or he was traveling abroad or something like that. It didn't work out.
Okay.
But Mimosa was there, and I went over to his buddy's house a couple of times to play fighting games with them, to play Third Strike with them. And yeah, he was legit. Like even in 2004, he was super legit. So it's awesome to see that he's still playing.
Cool. King of Fighters 14 was won by Xiaohai. Guilty Gear Exert Rev 2 was won by Kazunoko. I like second place was GG Player.
Cool.
I don't know if that's actually his name or if they just didn't know and they just put the name in there. Then there's Breaker's Revenge and CVS 2, which was won by Punko. He beat Chris G.
Nah, I don't know. Is Chris G?
I don't know. It's just a funny result to see. MVCI was won by Chris G. Second place was Punk. So there you go.
So we didn't mention this when we were talking about Dragon Ball Fighters, but it is true that Goichi activated the Dragon Balls versus Chris G.
Chris G. That's so sick.
It's not the first time. I've seen him do it before.
Oh yeah.
But it was in one of those situations where you've already done a bunch of auto combos because there's only one character versus one character left, and his character was pretty far down on life. So he chose the option. He first of all realized that he could activate the Dragon Ball,
and went with the auto combo,
and actually did it.
You're right, because the Dragon Balls aren't on the screen at all times.
Right,
you just gotta have to know. Yeah,
which he did, and then he picked the full life back for his character, and then he continued the combo afterward.
Yep.
So I guess it's somebody who has practiced all the situations. That's very impressive stuff.
That's right. Oh, GG Player is literally what he signed up as. Okay, that's the guy's actual nickname. That's funny.
All right.
Yeah, him activating the Dragon Balls was awesome. I saw that clip and I was like, what? And you could just see, that's funny because while it's frozen, they pan to the view and you just see Chris G just smiling there. And
it was cool.
Man,
it was cool.
Can't do anything to beat this guy, dude.
So that was Stunfest over in France, but then there was also Battle Arena Melbourne, which happened in Melbourne.
That's right, and Australia. This one was noted because it was a Tekken World Tour Masters event. And so a lot of the guys flew out there, including Markman, Tasty Steve, Rip, and Giuna was flown out there as well, and they all got to do some Tekken commentary in Melbourne.
Cool.
Melbourne. They were all saying it that way on stream because they were being told.
It's definitely closer than Melbourne.
Right,
for
exactly.
Sure.
Melbourne. So yeah, we'll start with the Tekken results here.
Okay.
And I watched all of Top 8.
Sick,
and
okay.
A ton of the semis and stuff like that. I watched a crap ton of Tekken that was at Melbourne, so at Battle Arena Melbourne. So 7th place, 7 Koreans and 1 Japanese player was going on over here. One of the cool things I should mention about this event too is that the top Australian placer, thanks to a partnership with, I forgot which group it was, but the top place Australian placer in Street Fighter, Smash, Wii U, and in Tekken all got free tickets to EVO.
Wow.
So
that's no small feat. That's a lot of money.
So that's actually really cool. We'll get to that in Street Fighter in just a second here. Whoa, bandwidth problems. Okay, 7th place was Kokoma with Paul and Geist and NM Gura with Lily and Leo. 5th place was Dimeback with Asuka, and 5th place was Echofax JDCR with Dragunov. It's getting worse. 4th place here was Yamasa Nobi with Dragonov and Steve. So he was the lone Japanese player, and he made it all the way up to 4th place. 3rd place was UIU John Ding with Eddie and Lucky Chloe. 2nd place, Echo Fox Saint with Jack 7 and Eddie, but who hasn't been traveling much. 1st place, Rox Dragon with Rox Dragon Knee with Paul. He also won final round against Saint, so he won the run back. So he hasn't been traveling as much, but he has been dominating at the events that he has been going to. So Saint was actually the one that sent JDCR to losers too, and I remember watching it because JDCR usually beats him, right? But Saint actually took him out this time. But yeah, Nee did it with Paul, and he looked really dominant against Saint. I mean, Saint actually, I didn't even know Saint played any other character at all.
Okay.
Like, it's listed as Eddie here because in winner's side, he got 3-0'd by Nee. And then when he came back in loser's side, he tried Eddie.
Oh, wow.
And it just didn't work. And then he was like, all right, Jack the rest of the way. And he lost 2 straight with Jack. And so Nee, very, very dominant. So, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that's why Saint was using Eddie. Dude, when he was using Eddie, I was like, he uses Eddie?
Yeah,
and apparently, like Rip and Mark Ban on commentary were saying he uses a lot of characters. It's just
really?
Jack is just does the job for him most of the time. So
I don't know that much about the game. I'm no expert. But seeing his Jack 7 style, I feel like Eddie is a weird character choice for him, or is that not true?
No, I think it's a weird character choice. It doesn't they're so.
It's like very different, right?
Yeah. Dude, but the craziest thing is, man, like there's something about this game. Like sometimes you just see people run up to each other's faces and they just stare at each other for this long period of time. Dude, when Saint and JDCR were playing against each other, there were just periods of time where they ran up to each other and just were like staring at each other in the face for so long. And it always makes me mad because I said this in the Tekken at Texas Showdown commentary. I was like, I see that and I get hype and I'm like, man, it'd be cool if I could go up and I try it online and it doesn't work on green rinks. Yeah. It doesn't work on green rinks.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
I had a dream last night that Rip, for some reason, I was playing Tekken with Rip and Rip was like, have you ever heard of this guy, Paul Phoenix? And I was like, what do you mean? Yeah. And he was like, you should play him. That's that. And then my dream ended. I don't know. That's all I got.
I'm surprised it didn't include something like boom or something.
No, I think, yeah.
Oh, man. All right.
But I don't know why my dream had him phrasing it like, have you heard of this guy, Paul Phoenix? Yeah.
Paul Phoenix. Paul Phoenix, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I just messed with him recently, learned that character. That character is the hi, I hit you, I feel good character. And, and to be honest with you, he's probably also a little bit kind of a lower execution character because like all these other characters, like I was learning Dragonov, they're like, I'm like, okay, after the screw attack, what am I supposed to do? Okay, you gotta learn like the down forward, I think it's like 3 or 4 into the forward dash, into the cancel, and to do all these things like that, right? With Paul, I was like, what am I supposed to do? Death Fist. Okay, what am I supposed to do? The Death Fist. What about Death Fist? Okay.
This is funny because I didn't want to say this because I'm, again, no Tekken expert. And I don't know if my dreams are accurate, okay, with respect to Tekken. But in my dream, Rip told me that I should play Phoenix because he was not a high execution character, and because he watched me play Street Fighter and he was like, you're a barbarian, and so you should play Paul. I guess that's real.
That's actually really funny. That's actually really funny. I think that, I mean...
I don't have any reason to trust my dream, but maybe it's true.
You would probably just enjoy death fisting people all day. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can see it. I can see it. That's actually really funny.
There you go.
Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. By the way, again, that was a Tekken World Tour Masters event, so Roxney won a crap ton more points, so he is... I think he was in the leaderboard after final round. Like I said, he hadn't traveled as much. We dropped a little bit to like 2nd place, but he is now comfortably back in 1st place. So
cool.
Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, 7th place was VSDS Somniac with M. Bison. And I don't...
Long time top player from Australia.
I should mention that on Tekken, it is Chand NY was the highest placing Australian player.
Okay.
So he's made it to EVO. And here in Street Fighter V, Somniac
Cool.
is the highest placing Australian player. So he has a free trip to Evo now.
Cool,
so
man.
yeah, like you said, long time player. So that's awesome to see him do that. Chiefs, ESC, BK Sama. Also in 7th place with Urian. I think he's also from Australia. They played like a playoffs off stream, basically. 5th place. Oh, RB was here.
Okay.
That's what it was. So he beat He beat Verloren's Cammy in the losers bracket.
Right.
He put Verloren's Cammy. Sorry,
Also impressive.
I got my Korean Cammys mixed up.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay, so that's why. RB with Abigail here. Yeah, so he only used Abigail in top 8, but he used Zeku earlier. And IG Jewa here with Akuma, still traveling and still doing his thing. So 4th place. You know, next time someone asks me who my favorite Street Fighter V player is, I'm just going to say Jewa. Because that guy's, I mean, and I don't even mean that as a joke. Like, I almost just want to, like, legitimately say that. Cause,
I root for him.
yeah, because the effort that he puts in there, man,
sure.
like, it's so admirable to me. 4th place, Brandon with Akuma. 3rd place, Fersen Verloren with Akuma. Cammy, I'm sorry. Man, I'm messing Verloren up.
This thing's working
2nd place, Razor Cien with Ibuki. Oh yeah, that's right. And 1st place, Echo Fox Tokido with Akuma. And yeah, Tokido's just too good.
He's very good.
He's just too good. And Cien has even kind of referred to Tokido as kind of like his demon in a weird way. Like, he's like, I can't beat Akuma. I can't beat Tokido. I keep calling him Akuma. Because, I mean, why not? Like, it's like when I used to call Adon Gamer B all the time. But yeah, 3 Akumas here in top 8.
That's right.
And we've had a 2nd place Ibuki and a 1st place Ibuki. So characters and actually 2 Cammies then in 4th or 3rd place. Right. So, you know, definitely seeing a little bit more of the, I don't know if this is more of the like top tier rearing their ugly head, or if that's just because this is where all the players are migrating towards now, you know. What
do you mean?
Because, you know, like, well, I mean, Punk did say he's going to stop playing Cammy, but like Punk and, you know, Knuckle-Doo, I almost called him Liquid Knuckle-Doo. Knuckle-Doo are playing Cammy now and stuff like that. Well,
Punk said that he is probably going to go back to Karen because he didn't think that Cammy's cutting it for him. Yeah, I don't know.
So, but to be honest with you, it's probably more just that those are the strongest characters.
Well, they probably are the strongest characters. But you continue to see things like Abigail showing up and Bison and Urian and so forth. So I don't know. I'm not too worried about it.
For sure. And Bison, man, this guy's so fun to watch.
He's fun.
I still want Bison to win an event, dude. I need him to win at least a ranking event or something like that.
Did that never happen in SF4, or was there one?
I think it finally happened right at the very end. I think it was. Yeah. Dragon Ball Fighters. 7th place was Salty Pete with Kid Buu, Bardock, and Goku Black, and Electribe with Android 16, Trunks, and Teen Gohan. Yeah, there's just not as much. Was he nerfed that badly?
I mean, he was nerfed. It is definitely a worse mix-up now without a hard knockdown. Okay. At the same time, you see more things like Bardock and other characters, Kid Buu. You know,
well, 5th place
not a
here,
big surprise.
There's an Issei here. I don't know if that's the same Issei that I knew from a long time ago, 3rd strike player. But with Cell, Vegeta, Broly, and 5th place was NZFW Tosh with Kid Buu, A Gohan, and Goku. 4th place, Falco with A Gohan, Goku Black, Android 21. Ando in 3rd place with Kid Buu, Trunks, and Tien. 2nd place, Dilo with Teen Gohan, Goku, and Vegeta. And 1st place, Two Bald Baxter with
what?
Frieza, Android 21, Vegeta.
What?
Yamcha, Android 21, Vegeta.
What?
Majin Buu, Yamcha, Vegeta.
What?
As well as Android 21, Goku, Yamcha.
What?
I feel like I need to go and watch
Yeah.
Like, is Yamcha just going to, like, die every day? You know, like, and then he just does the work with...
Yeah.
But then again, he has Majin Buu and Frieza.
Yeah, those are some hard characters to play. Majin Buu, Frieza at 21, those are hard characters to use. Right. I don't even just mean in terms of how good they are, but rather, like, just executionally difficult. So to have all of those and... Yamcha, Goku, like, that's a wild set of characters to bring in, but I guess if you're strong at all of them, you take the tournament. That's cool.
Right. And what's interesting to me is that outside of first and second place, actually, there's no Vegeta.
Wow.
That's really interesting.
All right, yeah, this is maybe one to go back and watch then.
Yeah, I'll have to go take a look at this. And I just want to see what Two Bald Baxter was doing. So hopefully these matches get up on YouTube. Otherwise, try the archives for that. So, Baxter was the Australian Marvel God.
Oh, sick.
According to Wasminator. So,
and he mainly used Frieza? Dang, that's sick,
that's
man.
cool. Okay, so that team, Frieza, Android 21, and Vegeta, that sounds like the more legit team.
I guess. I don't know.
Because all the other 3 teams have Yamcha, and that automatically makes them not legit teams, right? So I think Yamcha sucks, because I tried him, and I thought he was terrible. But that makes a lot of sense, so.
All right, well, we move on.
Okay. Smash Brothers Melee. I almost went the wrong way. 7th place was Kets with Peach, and SD with Fox. 5th place was MC with Falco, and MGC Sora with Fox. 4th place, Rainbow with Peach. 3rd place, VSDS Spud with Marth. 2nd place, Liquid Chudat with Ice Climbers. And 1st place, Alliance Armada with Peach and Fox. So Armada and Chudat making their way all the way out to Australia.
That is so far for Armada.
Sweden
to Australia?
That's
I feel like that's got to be like the perihelion for, like, that's got to be the opposite.
Yeah.
Like more or less
What's the word that you used? Perihelion?
Yeah.
I've never heard that word before. Is that the opposite side of the planet, basically?
I think so.
That's kind of cool word. That's a nice word.
I'm pretty sure that's the word. But as soon as I said it, I was like, I'm not sure.
Okay.
So.
But I mean, like
70% sure.
It would definitely be a shorter distance for him to go through the planet.
Yeah.
Well, it's always going to be a short, but you know what I mean anyways. Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, cool.
Okay. Smash Brothers for Wii U. 7th place, Big Snug with Ryu. Duon with Fox and Mario. 5th place, Linoon with Bayonetta. 5th place, Nature Boy with Fox, Donkey Kong, and Mega Man. 4th place, Sreeks with Luigi. 3rd place, True 4 with Shulk, Zero Suit Samus, Bayonetta. 2nd place, Kanga's Ghost with Bayonetta, Zero Suit Samus. And 1st place, getting a ticket to EVO, is VSDS Extra with Mr. Game & Watch.
What?
Yeah, is he considered good?
I'm pretty sure not, but all right. I'm no expert, buddy.
It's kind of crazy. Okay.
Bam.
All right. Well, and like I said, he gets to take that Game & Watch and represent at EVO. So he's the 3rd player who made it all the way over there.
Oh yeah, perihelion's the point in the orbit closest to the sun. Yeah, that's right. As soon as I said it, I was like, I'm not sure about that.
Right. Okay. Makes sense. Well, that was Battle Arena Melbourne. Cool tournament. Good job to them. Looks like it's growing pretty well too. And because I mean, obviously, like Shadowloo Showdown's not there anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So Battle Arena Melbourne and Oz Hado are the 2 big tournaments there in Australia now. So more power to them.
For sure.
Also this weekend was Toryuken. More stuff. Toryuken, of course, taking place in Toronto, thus being called Toryuken.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Anyway.
I just want to pronounce Melbourne properly.
It's one of those words that I don't bother trying to get because I'm not going to get it. Like saying Melbourne, it's not quite what they say.
Right. It's almost like trying to pronounce Ryu properly. Like you just can't do it.
It's like hard.
Ryu.
Yeah.
Like we just don't have the we just don't have the tongue dexterity to make that pronunciation. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Toryuken this weekend. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, 7th place was TOSF HQ Vast End with Urien and Vega, strong Canadian player. Chirithi, of course. 7th place with Chun-Li. 5th place, Sabor with Urien. 5th place, Flux Waves with Armika Abigail. 4th place, WBG CJ Truth.
Dang, sick.
I didn't even know he made it all the way out there with Cammy. 3rd place, Knuckle Dew with Cammy and Guile. 2nd place, Mouse Problem X with M. Bison and Abigail. 1st place, Echo Fox, Justin Wong with Mana and Falk.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah. I did not know that many players were there. I didn't know that many outside players were there.
In fact, very interesting that Problem X crossed the ocean to go to this event when he could have just gone to France from the UK.
That's true.
So, yeah, isn't that...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, there must have...
Stunfest was a premiere. This is not. This is a ranking event. So I think that the calculus for him must have been, so many good players are going to go to Stunfest. My time is better spent getting, hopefully winning, but maybe top 2 or 3 at Toryuken.
I mean, that's basically what Tokido did, right?
Right, that's what Tokido did.
He went and got first place over in Battle Arena Melbourne.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, that's really cool. But yeah, that looks like a good set of players. Also, Flux Waves, when I do Dragon Ball commentary for the Cell Games on Stream.me, that dude shows up and he's really good.
Oh, cool. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I've definitely seen him play in Canada before. Good player. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, there you go. In Dragon Ball Fighters, 7th place is Furzen MG with Cell Kid Buu Goku Black, and Vasten, as I mentioned earlier, TOSF HQ Vasten with Hit Goku Black and Adult Gohan. So he got 7th place in 2 games.
Wow, 2 hit sightings? Hold on. Go on.
5th place SK.
3 hits? Oh, I can't believe it.
Anyway, Gohan, Cell Goku, and 5th place Flux Waves with Android 21 Hit Goku, Android 21 Broly Goku. 4th place Art Waltz Art Waltz with GSS Vegeta, Trunks, and Vegeta.
Okay.
3rd place Van Nguyen, another strong Canadian player I've seen do well in Street Fighter as well. Bardock, Android 21 Vegeta. 2nd place Teemo with Cell, Bardock, and Vegeta. And 1st place 1UP Peppery Splash. Strong Guilty Gear Johnny player.
Oh, okay.
With Goku Black, Hit, and Cell.
Oh, wow.
Beating Teemo.
I can't. There are 3 hits in top 8. Unbelievable.
I mean, most of the time, if they're that good, you would say that there's 8 hits in top 8, right? So, if it's a music chart, it's like they're all hits, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, anyways.
Anyway, that's really cool because I think that character kind of sucks in IMO.
Someone said 4 hits? 1, 2, 3. You know, I only see 3, dude. Only 3 hits up there.
I don't know.
Okay, Tekken 7. 7th place was Fox Fist with Steve. XIT Akudama with Xiaoyu. 5th place MTL Far East Magic with Josie. Papadon with Jack 7. 4th was MTL Very Bad Man with Paul. 3rd place, Mishimized with Kazuya, Devil Jin Jack 7. 2nd place, ITS Mach with Dragonov and Law. 1st place, Circa Joey Fury,
nice
Paul
work.
and Jack 7.
Cool.
Guilty Gear, Exerd, Rev 2. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'll just do the top 4 here. Chachaman with Milia Rage. 3rd place, MTL Rain Time with Raven. 2nd place, AMQQ, Glacial Rain with Leo Whitefang, and 1st place, 1UP Peppery Splash with Johnny.
Cool.
Remember him making top 8 at Frosty Faustings. So that's where I had watched him a lot. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is a Tournament Legends of qualifier as well. 7th place was ST Revival Atari with Guile and Vega, and Psycho Chronic with Fei Long in 7th place. 5th place, SMRT. TC Unessential with Chun-Li, and Echo Fox Justin Wong with Old O Sagat. He's kind of slipping here.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
4th place, Dogbert with Okan and Ode Sagat. 3rd place, Lord Jimmy Bones with Balrog. 2nd place, Chai Rithi with Chun-Li. And 1st place, JED07 with M. Bison. So JED07 qualifies for the Tournament of Legends.
Those are some names that I've heard for many, many, many years.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, Psycho Chronic going back forever. Jimmy Bones for a long, long time. Unessential the same. Atari relatively new, but he's been actually getting top 8 at most of these events.
I didn't know he played Vega. Oh, actually, I might have seen him.
I didn't know he played Vega either.
I might have seen him use Vega counter pick in some matches or something like that. But he's definitely a mostly Guile character.
Yeah. And
I can't imagine a character that, like, who beats up Guile enough that would make you want to switch to a Vega?
Maybe Dalsum?
Okay. But there's no Dalsum in that.
Well, then I'm not sure.
Maybe Balrog?
Maybe Old Sagat?
Old Sagat could be one, actually.
Could be Old Sagat, to be honest.
Yeah. Because Old Sagat Guile is kind of an annoying fight, and Vega can I mean, I learned Vega at first to fight Old Sagat.
Okay.
Because I had no one that could fight that character at all, right? So I just picked Old Sagat, And then, like I said, I went to Wednesday Night Fights and just started beating up everybody with my Vega, my crappy Vega, except for Mr. Igloo. So good shit on Mr. Igloo. So.
Well, Silent Scope says that he played against Dogbert's old Sagat with Vega. So there you go. And yeah, I mean, again, Chirithi, good forever. Mostly Third Strike back in the day, but he also played ST too. And Jed. So those are guys who've been playing for a long time.
Yeah, I actually honestly did not know Chirithi played Super Turbo at that level. So that's cool to see. Blaze Blue, Central Fiction. Fourth was Art Waltz with Ragna. Third place was SJ. Second place, Bram Combo with Ragna. First place, Rakir, who I've definitely, is another strong player that I've heard. Plays lots of different games. Habiki and Jubei. So there you go. So that was Toryuken.
All right.
Also this weekend was, if I'm not mistaken, the Red Bull Conquest in Seattle. So Red Bull Conquest is well underway. Yeah. So this was in Seattle. So Yipes and Persia made their way out there for this to do hosting duties and stuff like that. And so we got a qualifier here to go to the Red Bull finals, basically the Conquest finals. So. Let's do this here. Click that to get this over here, but this will be very quick. Let's see here. Oh, they don't have the results.
I figured you had the results.
Oh, okay. I thought this was the results. Actually, can you see if you can find the results?
My keyboard is not working.
Oh, that's right. Okay. If anybody has the Red Bull Conquest Seattle results, there we go. Let's see. We have something over here. Smash GG. That's probably Chicago. This is Chicago right here.
Yeah. Why don't we just go to the one you opened?
Okay. So here we go. Let's see here. Seattle Conquest, May 21st. All right. So let's see here. So looks like Chris CCH's Strong Guile defeated West Coast Please's Birdie in a 3-0 match. So
good stuff to Chris CCH.
Yeah,
he's a young player. That's really cool.
So he gets to qualify there. Now Tekken looks like the final match was Bin Cheng versus Multa Ruiz. And Bin Cheng was able to defeat him with a score of 3-1.
Okay.
So Bin Cheng's a Claudio player. And so he's qualified there. And this was an interesting one here. In Guilty Gear, Hamad won over Dave O.
Wow.
But Hamad is from Texas.
He lives in Houston.
So do you just travel here and just jack somebody's spot?
I guess, if it's the same Hamad.
Oh, Multa Ruiz is named Colton. He's known more by Colton, but he forgot his Smash.gg password, so he had to go with a different name. So
congrats to those three folks.
Yep, so they are qualified for the Red Bull Finals. And
Hamad was in Seattle for a job interview. That's hilarious.
Well, then if he gets the job, then technically...
Yeah, why not?
Then it technically makes sense.
And then is that it for results?
That is it for the results that I have. Let me see if I can find something really quick, if you don't mind. I'm going to see if I can find this really quick. But what also happened this weekend, as someone was giving me a lot of information about, was India's first major.
Wow.
India's first major was taking place this weekend, and he was tweeting me about it. I was retweeting it a lot and stuff like that. I mean, it's an unfortunate situation because it's on the weekend that there was 7,000 other things going on. But he sent me the links and all that stuff like that. I tried to retweet it. I remember some of the I saw that their stream had to go down because there was a health emergency that was going on over there or something like that. But it's really cool because they really haven't had any big majors over there. And so do they actually have the results here? But the event was called, they called it Proving Grounds themselves.
Okay.
Right? So that's what Red Bull has called their events before.
Yeah.
But there you go. So it's the Proving Grounds Bangalore 2018. Yeah, I don't have the results here, but yep, that took place this weekend, and I just wanted to give them a shout out because I know that they put in a lot of work and effort into that, and I think that's super cool. A lot of scenes. In fact, I've been getting a lot of messages from somebody talking about like the South African scene as well. He even sent me a video that I retweeted out that he.
That's right, I saw that.
Yeah, so
that was very cool.
Really cool. So.
Oh, also, I wanted to say.
Lord of the Machine. Come on, Curly W.
Nice job, Curly. I also wanted to say that some months ago, and I've been forgetting about this, when we were talking about how there are no CPT events between like Western Europe and East Asia, and I was like trying to come up with a country to represent the fact that not every country has a tournament, because not every country has tournaments, and I brought up Bulgaria, just happened to come up. And then after that, somebody from Bulgaria who happened to listen to the show said that, in fact, he's been working on developing the local scene.
That's awesome.
I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
So my bad for ripping on your country. Certainly no offense meant, but I guess I did. So I apologize for that. But that's super cool though, that you're working on things out there and hoping that you can develop the scene.
Yeah,
looking for good things over there.
It's just like I said, so that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to shout out this India tournament and also mention the South African tournament. It's cool to see that this kind of thing growing all over the place and stuff. And I know India had a little bit of a mention before because at one of the players that was at the event was B3, the guy who made it to Brooklyn Beatdown. Remember, he won the invite there. Sure. And so, we were talking about the India FGC at that time too. But it might not be the first major there, but this is like the first like large scale. According to the guy who talked to me about it, it could just be, trying to play down some of the other ones. I don't know, but obviously it's cool to see that the India FGC is definitely
for sure. There's a lot of players there,
getting stronger. So.
Yeah, but there's nobody playing fighting games in Turkmenistan. Just gonna put that out there. Look, if you're sick of somebody from Turkmenistan came to me on Twitter and was like, "David, how dare you?" Nobody.
I like your odds right now.
Yeah, I'm just picking a country. Yeah.
I like your odds. Okay, that's all I have for results. Antarctica, true.
Yeah, got to imagine.
Antarctica is got to be the one that's got nothing there. So
especially the way that Canuck62 phrased it. Antarctica doesn't have a great fighting scene. So they're not saying that nobody plays fighting games there. They're just saying it's not a great scene, which is definitely true.
I don't know. I heard some of those penguins are pretty good.
Dang.
They're all Elena players though, because they have very happy feet.
Wow, what a call out. But it is true. That's not actually a country.
Yes, that's true. All right.
All right. Well, anything else? E-League Challenger.
Oh, that's right. The E-League Challenger. It's happened a while ago, but we just found out the results of this. And JB won the event, but there was a last chance event, which they all got to compete in again. And Commander Jesse took that one. Okay. So the competitors that will be going into E-League, so originally there was 30 players who announced that they were invited. Where's the last two? Right. Like one of them was going to be from the Challengers, and who was the last one? And it turns out that they were both coming from the Challenger series. Genius. And it is going to be E-League. I'm sorry, it's going to be E-League and JB. It's going to be Commander Jesse and JB. So they have made it into the E-League series invitational that's going to be airing later on this year. Yeah. And personally, I'm super happy for Commander Jesse. Yes. And JB obviously super strong player as well. I don't know if I can claim that. SoCal players. Yeah. That's right. SoCal players. SoCal. That is really cool though. They were probably the two best players on the show. So I think it's cool that I didn't really watch it, but I'm glad that stupid shenanigans didn't get in the way. Like when Justin didn't win whatever WCG because he couldn't drive a car. Well, he couldn't climb a rock face or whatever. Well, not only could he drive a car, he also couldn't drive a car with his feet either, which was one of the tasks that they had to do. Like later on, they had to play a racing game, but control the steering wheel with their feet. They did a lot of shenanigan things like that.
It's horrible.
Like one of them, they had to play a shooter through a mirror, and stuff like that. They did a lot of that kind of stuff. So.
That's so stupid.
Still, the greatest thing about that, Justin crashing into the thing when he was driving the actual car.
Yeah.
Now, they blacked out the window and put a camera on top of the car, so you had to play it like it was a racing game, basically.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, they actually did do that. So I'm not going to take full blame for him crashing, but before he went on the show, like that was when he was living with me, and he was just like, I know they're going to make me drive. Can you teach me how to drive?
What?
Yeah. Dude,
how did he know that?
Dude, this is Justin, right? Because he's just like, there's going to be a racing game in there.
Wait, okay.
Right? He's like, there's going to be a racing game. They're probably going to make me drive. I need to learn how to drive a car because he's from New York. You don't have to learn how to drive a car in New York. A lot of people come from New York. They don't know how to drive, right? And so I actually took him into a parking lot and was like trying to teach him how to drive at one point in time.
You did the dad thing?
Yeah, I did the dad thing. I took him to a parking lot trying to teach him how to drive, and then sure enough on the show he crashes into a pole.
Oh my God, James, no!
I was just like, I failed you.
You failed him.
I failed Justin. So yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, I'm pretty sure he still doesn't have a car.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. So
like that, he's managed to live in Southern California, Northern California, and Las Vegas for like a decade now without a car.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's gotten a lot easier thanks to Uber and Lyft.
Well, I guess that's true.
Right. So that's definitely. In fact, there are people who live in Southern California right now who have chosen to only take Lyfts and Ubers as opposed to learning to drive a car, because buying a car, insurance, maintaining a car, all that stuff, way more expensive actually than just taking Ubers and Lyfts everywhere.
If you don't have to drive to work every day or something like that, then that may be true.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right.
Do you want to take a break or just want to keep?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, I mean, I don't know. How much news and stuff do you have?
Average, yeah, decent amount.
All right, let's take a break.
Okay, and then when we come back, we'll finish out with the FGC news. All right, be right back, guys. Oops, wrong side. There we go.
Totes.